the archives. My name is Tima, aka the Master Archivist, and today we're back. We're gonna finish up Andor. This is episode 12. This is called Rick's Road, and this is the culmination of everything we've been working on for the past 12 weeks. Also, happy Thanksgiving as well. Of course, Thanksgiving Day. So I hope everyone's having fun celebrating with their families. Um, I figured I was gonna do this last night. Keeping with Wednesdays, but recently, I switched over to Thursdays. I'm like, who would have thought? Would have been a holiday and the ending to Andor. So I figured, you know what? Before I go on a nice little hiatus for a minute, later just for a week, I figured might as well finish up what we're doing here. So without further ado, I'm actually just gonna hop right into this. So this Andor, of course, what we've seen is the culmination of all these storylines. Hopefully, I know there's a season 2 on the way, so I know there's going to be a lot more to come, obviously in the coming years, to continue Andor's story. But I think everything we've gotten so far has been, really good. I've enjoyed some of the storylines. Do I think they're all gonna like Cyril's story? I kind of hope has a really good conclusion or some type of bridge for the next season. Same thing with Andor, know how his story falls through, and Luthen as well. I do really enjoy Luthen, so I'm hoping nothing really bad happens to him in this episode. I am hoping that we do get to see him some of the coming episodes from next season, just because I've thoroughly enjoyed the character. He's slimy to some extent. He's doing good, but it's a Star Wars trope I feel like we've seen a lot is you do bad to do good. So I would like to kind of see that kind of continued here because he does it so well. So with that being said, let's just hop right into Andor. Like I said, this is called Rick's Road. Get it. I got loading. There we go. So here we see Bix getting interrogated. There you go. So this basically, I guess, going through all the people we've lost and seen through the entire series. So this is one of the crazy things I know I missed on the actual watch along last week. Uh, Mon Mothma, to secure basically the money she needs to fund the rebellion, to some extent willing to basically like have an arranged marriage for her daughter, which I was like, wow, you don't think someone would stoop to that extent, but here we are. See, so now we're gonna have kind of Andor's mom. We're gonna have the funeral for her. We're gonna actually see that pan out. Apparently, there's also an end credit scene, so we've gone the full Marvel route uh, under the Disney flag, which is very interesting. I'm not opposed to that kind of stuff. It is very interesting to see. And I hear it sets up a lot of stuff, or it starts to allude to what season 2 will be in a way. I don't know, but I guess we'll find out shortly. Okay, so here we get the our traditional Andor opening. So I guess as this fills, I'll just basically like to throw in my usual here, do myself a nice little plug segment. So for those interested, you can actually find me on YouTube and here on Twitch as the Master Archive. So there's a link. You can also join my Discord as well for those interested. And like I said, I'll be on a mini hiatus coming up this week because I'll be recording for called Team of Travels. This is the new segment I'm trying to do. It's kind of like live vlogging, and I'll have that posted to YouTube in the coming weeks here. But that's what I have for right now. So pretty much, normally we do like Warzone Friday. We bring that back. So we won't be having Warzone Friday or Knights of the Old Republic playthrough this week, but we will be continuing it in the coming week here. Beautiful shuttle. It really, I love to see like just the Imperial shuttle every time. It was a nice Death Troopers. Of course, Death Troopers assign guards to higher-ranking Imperial officers, such as the ISB, or we've seen like Director Krennic was our like first introduction to Death Troopers. Genetically modified soldiers, amazing. Oh, so they're keeping, yeah, so they're keeping Bix as a prisoner here. I think it'd just be interrogation, kind of send her away, but apparently not. I also like that they've actually used those as cameras. Because I remember as a kid, I was just like, they look like eggshell, like cartons, or like just egg cartons in general. Now you get to actually see them. It's so fun watching this. I'm always like, man, I really need an Imperial outfit. What is the? Oh, that's right, that's right. So you're getting ready for Andor's mom's funeral here, where they make her. This is a cool. I kind of like this tradition. They take you, they basically cremate you, and then turn you into a brick. They mix you, the mortar, and you can become part of the foundation of the society. I'm like, that is, I feel like a really cool kind of tradition. So Andor's on the way. That's what we've established through all this. There we go. That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, I remember. So they have that hit on Cassian, trying to tie up all loose ends, and I'm really excited to see how that. It's so much. So like Andor has an assassin like basically assassins after him. They have what's it? Cirilla's trying to be involved. The Empire, and obviously as mentioned, like they get a chance to tell him not to show up. But at this point, it's really for the best if he kind of hung back just for a little bit. But the passion drives the man. What is this? Hmm. I was waiting for this. I was like, this dude cannot wait just to tell something. Like, oh, maybe he might know. I'm waiting. Because that's one of the things, it's like you can always see the Empire as like a universally hated enemy, but realistically, you're like, you got to figure outside of, the bounty hunters we see, the common man also, kind of wants a cut of the pie. If the Empire is like, oh, we'll give you 10,000 credits for info, you're telling me someone there isn't like, oh yeah, I'll be happy just to, just, I'll be happy just to snitch when I find out. I'm trying to figure out what this character like. You know how I said last week where like there's all these characters and we're trying to see like their storylines come through for the season. I'm sitting here now. I'm like, now there's a new. I'm assuming it's a detonation device is what it is. Like I think probably like one of their, I'm assuming a relative of theirs was maybe killed by the Empire or something. So they're waiting, I'm assuming, for the Empire to show up. And based off the last episode, the daughters of Ferrix, I'm like, imagine some way related. Privacy. I'm waiting for this. Oh, is that how they lost the money? Yeah, we got a sequels reference. Woo, right in the middle. That's amazing. Yet again, one of the planets I actually thoroughly enjoy. See, Canto Bight, I think, is such a beautiful looking planet, like well designed. And then I was like, I've always said that where I was like, I would like to see kind of more of that. And then, you know what? I'll take a reference. I would like to see going back there at some point, but mm. And as we kind of seen from past episodes, the driver, someone kept, I guess, out of the loop. But now I'm kind of wondering if I go back. I wonder if he's always eavesdropped. So maybe he knows a lot more than he leads on. Mm. Yep. Here to speak the Imperial occupation preparation for Andor's arrival. And it's also really interesting to see Vel kind of play like this double life. You know, I like that. A relative of Mon Mothma, but playing the opposite game. So in a way, where Mon is working things from inside the Senate, trying to rally up the higher class. Meanwhile, Vel is you know Vel is doing kind of the dirty work. Interesting. So Cassian life lessons. That's good. Oh, strapped. Oh, that was cool. I love still outfit design they did for Cassian here. Hmm. Nope. Taken. Because I'm thinking, like, wouldn't it be horrible if they just. Because I mean, we have a little over a half hour left for this. Oh, no, is Luthen going in on it? Oh, is that why he's working so hard? Good written line there. Ah, that's right. Nemec's Manifesto. Like sitting here, I'm like, how do they have these? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Damn, that's well thought through. They slowed down a bit after lunch. What I'm expecting is a rebellion subdivision, just Daughters of Ferrix. God, great outfits. I think the one stormtrooper's just sitting there. He's like, yeah, another day on the job. What is this? ISB? Oh my god. Is my man snitching? Yo. Mm. Wow. wow, look at that. So that's it. So like Krieger walking to his doom, and here we are. Hmm. So everything about Luthen, thoroughly enjoy. They just did so well making these characters, especially expanding upon Cassian. I guess I believe one of Luthen's men in disguise. Or no, no, Imperial, right? Oh, B2, woo! Who's so we see Cassian, who's buddy from before. I was like, who is this man in the grates? The man of the sewers. See Cassian riddled with grief here. You know this guy looks like though? Now I think about it, he looks like Gregor when he lost his memory. It's like a live action Gregor. Actually, not be too bad. Hmm. Damn. That's sad. Ah, there he is, the man of the sewers. So what I'm it's tough. You remember I said I was like they're gonna have to. I thought this episode was gonna be an hour long. I mean, it was really close, obviously, but like I said, there's always 5 minutes of credits, so we're putting it's really 51 minutes. So we got really close to that runtime. But I'm like, there's a lot to fill in. But I have faith. Oh, here we go. Hat. At least too, like a buddy cop duo. Dude's also dressed like Luthen. That's like the exact same outfit design. Okay, so this is we got the Imperials are there, still stationed. Cyril just showed up in Andor. We got all the pieces. Now to just knock down the dominoes. Seeing this guy, it's just tough because I'm like, that here just snitching. Oh, the man with the longest sleeves in the galaxy. There it is. There it is. Everyone just stops in place. This is a little pop-up facility for the Empire. I know through this, and I feel like I gotta make a video about it. Food's shown in Andor, but I gotta see what's in that bottle now. Like, I know it sounds so stupid. Like, I feel like we don't ever see these. Oh, nice Star Wars instruments, my favorite. But I feel like we don't ever get to see like these. They look like Snapple bottles or something. That's just a flute with extra pieces. Like, oh, I love it. Daughters of Ferrex. So sometimes the little things, just making those Star Wars instruments. I hear the funeral progressions. See, I'm expecting. I don't know if the Daughters of Ferrex are strapped, but I'm assuming that's where this is going. I know we introduced to the person before, but I really want to know if these are. I wouldn't put it past them to put actually trained musicians in this scene. I would just really like to know though. Is this like a group they hired or? Get everything out here. Just know that we're here. God, also those Imperial capes, like this, I could make my own episode just off of like the insane drip of these characters. Like, it's all of it. It's the capes, the jackets. They went crazy, these Imperials. Also, just those Imperial officers on Ferrex looks. It just looks awesome. Oh, there's Luthen. No. Do you actually see him? Did they switch hats just to be more in disguise? Was that the thing? Like, dude knew it. Oh, here's what's crazy. Here's what's crazy is I'm like, look at the yeah, like, I know Luthen knows. It's gotta. But I'm like, look at all these characters. See, this is what I mean. But here's the tough part. We have 22 minutes on the board, roughly. Like, it's crazy to think that they're literally feet away from each other. Dude looks like he's having like minor regrets. He's like, oh, B2. Oh, interesting. That's crazy though, is that Imperials are posted up like that, considering, obviously they don't care, but see, Luthen connecting the dots. Oh, B2. B2 better get out of the crossfire. If something happens to him, I'm done. So I wonder if they're trying to stop them from progression, like, or if they're just, it's just a weak move just for them to. Oh, these Death Troopers are sick. It's just a weak move to try to keep the locals suppressed. Dude's getting a shot. Thanks. I love B2. He's smart. I feel like this is just kind of tense. Like I'm just sitting here. Oh, B2. B2. So what is this? Oh, I knew it was gonna be a projection. Mm. Hmm. Oh, see, now he's got regrets for snitching. What's he still looking for? Is he going all the way up to the gong? Just it's so crazy because like it just feels like such a tense episode. Next time the troopers are there, like, oh god, that's us. B2. No, B2. They tipped him. Yes, Stone. The Stone didn't even break. Yo. God, and they're all still after Andor too. Ooh, please. Yo. Okay, now it's going. Ooh. A silent kill. Damn, that's good. Oh my god. Wait. Uh, dude in the gas mask. Please, they're gonna find that dude there and it's like, traitor. No, it's my man in the gas mask. No. That's so good. Oh, it's literally okay. It is an explosive. Ooh, wow, wow. My man has the best throwing arm in the game. Jeez. Vel. He runs kind of funny. Jeez, look at that. Man got a droid arm? Oh, yeah. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. I mean, helmet is somewhat of a disadvantage. B2, he's still there. They just tipped him over and left him. Stab him? Did stab him. Ooh. A boring conversation anyway. Ooh. Oh, they picked up B2. Let's go. Oh, Sewerman's got him. B2. Nice drop shot. Wow. Ah, he's been playing COD. Good move. Ooh, oh, oh my god. I gotta say, I was for a few minutes there, I was like, I'm unsure. Oh, he would have. Oh, for a minute there, I was like, I was unsure how the season's gonna go. Now I'm like, wow. Convenient. That dude's gonna get shot. Hit him. You're like the armor. Oh my god. God, they got her. Oh, Luthen. That's a Luthen hand right there. Is it? No. Surreal. Oh, what a save. They're gonna get. Better not be the case. Come on. Yes, he's gonna get promoted. So that's how his story continues. See, thank God. I thought they were gonna go for that really lame kiss, and I'm like, please don't. This is really not that. I'm like, there's literally a rebellion breaking out. I'm like, don't make it weird. I just said, I should thank you. Like, yo, he's getting a promotion. This dude's getting a job. He's now deemed a valuable asset to, like, the Empire. Whew. That's crazy. Oh, it's not hers. Fire. God, what ship does that remind me of? Almost like the Futurama ship a little bit. B2! Cassian? Yes! Oh. B2 has had such a rough day. Ganji Moon. Oh, B2. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Ah, B2, what a kind soul. There we go. Oh, ew. Here's the introduction. To see Mon Mothma's actually given into it. This dude's just chilling. Sergeant Mosk and Luthen departs. Wow, so interesting. So they really went for like, I feel like a general like hands-off approach to everything. There was like not an exact conclusion for any of the characters, I suppose, to some extent. They set up for. Oh, is Cassian gonna be on the ship? He's in the cockpit. Boom. Ooh. It's gonna be a quick draw scene? Yo, what is this? So you got that James Bond like fingerprint detector on there. Oh, that's where it's ending. Okay. Like I said, it always comes down to the last five. Is always credits. So as I was told, there is an end credit scene, so we're actually gonna stop the timer there. And let's kind of skip to our end credit scene. Let's kind of just flip through here. Okay, here we. I think. Hold on. I got this. I got to kind of see it as I was flipping through. So. This is a little cool one. Oh my! Wow. Well, question solved. Wow. Oh my. Yeah. There's no. Han. Okay. Yo. So end credit scene. I brought that up through like the couple episodes. I'm like, yo, what is Cassian building in this prison? And it's just these like weird units. I'm like, it's probably weapons or something. A spoiler, of course, but whoa, it's for the Death Star. Oh, that's awesome. So it's for the Death Star. It's building like the actual. I guess you could say it's like the paneling for it. It's like what's holding all of it together to create the beam. Oh, that's cool. So in a way, Cassian is a bringer of his own demise, I suppose, to some extent. Ah, that's crazy. Oh, that was a great series. I know some people had like their issues kind of throughout it, putting it as, I feel like to some extent they weren't too big on parts of it, and other parts, were better than others, I suppose. But I don't know. I guess like that kind of wraps up our Master Archives analysis for this season. But not to worry, we actually be moving into a secondary season, I would say. Um, Coming up, we're going to be doing the Tales of the Jedi, which I have not watched yet, so it's going to be another first taken of it. I want to make some episodes from Andor, kind of talking about my experiences with it and some thoughts I had throughout. But other than that, I mean, that kind of wraps up our episode for today. So to kind of give my closing remarks, of course, our usual plug segment. So I want to thank everyone who tuned in today on a wonderful Thanksgiving day. And if you are interested, you can find me on YouTube and Twitch as the Master Archivist. And you can also find my Discord as well if you'd like to join the Cyber Archives, myself and members of the Fang Squadron. And kind of going forward, I guess what we'll be doing is Tales of the Jedi, of course. We're going to continue Knights of the Old Republic. Warzone Fridays are going to be back on our channel as a staple. And then I'm trying to, and I got to talk to Dante Spada about doing the Gears of War series. So something, of course, I'm very much interested in. I would like to, continue on the channel here. Dante and I were playing, I think it was Gears 3. We haven't finished it with Mel's Mara. So I know we got to open up talk about when we'll have that back on the schedule. But that's pretty much what I have now. I know coming up we're going to be getting that new GTA update. So hopefully I can see you guys on there. Myself and Gucci_Dutch, where we continue our GTA series with every new update. And with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to the finale here of Andor for the Master Archivist analysis. And for now, this transmission will be ending, but hopefully I could catch you on the next stream. Oh, and I guess one more thing. I will be away, so there won't be any streams for this coming week, only because I'll actually be filming a new series called Team of Travels, where I'm going to be going about different places and just recording kind of my adventures through there. So that's going to be an ongoing thing for a lot of work, I'll travel for. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It'll be uploaded directly to YouTube. But with that being said, thank you so much, and thank to the subs and the followers for this month. And for the meantime, transmission is ending, but I'll see you hopefully on the next stream.